Nice, baby. Fish on. Okay, so we've been out. We went out on our little voyage on the poor man's bass boat, aka inflatable raft with a hard bottom. Um, and it was great. Everything worked out awesome. But when we got back to shore, we noticed that the bottom was deflated. So we got it back here to the house. We inflated everything and found a hole immediately on the bottom. So we went ahead and patched that. Once again, this is the poor man's bass boat. So I am not using anything expensive. That's Flex Tape. All right. You guys are probably all aware of Flex Seal. That's Flex Tape. So rather than go buy some expensive stuff and go through this huge process, I went ahead and put the Flex Tape on, and we aired it up. It seems to be holding air. I don't feel any air, and we did put soapy water around it, in case you guys are curious about that. No leaks. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to finish cleaning it off. As you can tell, a lot of mud, things of that nature. We even found the same thing when it came down to our hard bottom. Lots of mud. So we're going to clean it off the best we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we are getting ready for our next trip. So we went ahead. This is all inflated. We got it all cleaned up. Well, as good as we're going to get it, as good as we need it. So that's good to go. We went ahead and we are working on getting the hole bigger, so when we're messing with the valve, we're hoping that that's just a little easier to deal with while inflating out on the field there. So now we did have some of this come off when we were setting up, so we are gonna go ahead and we are zip tying, as you can see here. So we're going to do that to the rest, and then we'll go ahead and dry fit. We've already kind of decided we're going to put our oars like that so those stay out of the boat, because we lost a lot of floor space. When we were out there, even as little gear as we brought, with this being as thin as it is, the second we put a few things in, we just lost a whole bunch of floor space. So we are going to see what we can do to remedy that. We're going to put the life vest towards the bow of the boat there. And then we're going to try to figure out the battery box and the tackle and where that might best sit. That way we have more floor space to walk around, cast, and fish. So stay tuned to see what we come up with.
Cold pizza like Tuesday.
Alright guys, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead, deflate part of the boat, get this put back in, and then we're going to start dry fitting and testing where we're going to really want things to sit when we're ready to sail.
Cold pizza on a Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for a new wave.
Alright you guys, so one part that I forgot to record and show you guys how I made it was I made kind of a small bench and pole holder for the center of the boat. That way we could hold our tackle underneath it and keep it organized, as well as have a space for all of our poles if we wanted to troll and catch fish that way. I actually made the pole holders out of PVC by drilling holes, cutting slits, and rounding things off with a little file. I went ahead and purchased this measuring board so I can kind of measure the fish and be able to put them back in a timely fashion, or keep them if I'm looking for dinner.
food straight snow. Make my own damn waves inside my own studio. Taking life for what it is, even if it's getting
Cold pizza on a Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge.
All right, you guys, we're here at Brush Hollow. We're gonna give voyage number 2 a try after we got our bench all going and everything. So stay tuned as we get it set up, we get it out, and we might even let the kids get on today. We'll see. Okay, so one thing we found on the first trip after the deflated bottom, we realized that it's probably best to put very little to no weight into the boat, get it out into the water, and use our waders in order to load it and attach the motor and everything else. This way we can avoid popping the bottom or incurring any damage. All right. Thank you. Okay. This is yours here. This I just want out there as we slowly drift. It's the speed. It's a good one, if it is. Nice, baby. All right. Chrissy's the first one with the fish. Should have netted him or what? Oh, calm down, calm down. He's getting all jacked up. All right, there we go. Calm down. He doesn't want to let go. Go on. There you go. Exactly 12 inches. All right, we'll put him back. There you go, buddy. So as soon as we picked up speed, huh? Oh, I got one. Fish on. All right, you guys. Second fish. Must be a good one. See him? That's a trout.
Yeah, baby. Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithm. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision. I know my occupation's quite unlikely.
I'm gonna handle him real quick while I get us back in motion. Just gotta spin us back around. Hopefully your lines aren't crisscrossed out there. We might have to. Did you? Okay, good job.
A little past 11?
Just 11. Not too bad. He's going back. Going back home here. Well, trolling for trout is definitely pretty easy. And fun. I mean, all of a sudden you got something on your line.
Even if it's a tough thing to swallow, even harder thing to hold, truly know without a doubt we're on the globe. Even though that seems inherent, it ain't always so apparent. Dangle carrot, you ain't always gonna get it, but don't
Fish on.
pretty February. More to carry. Under the sun, taking the ferry to the city. Oh, it's extra pretty.
Careful, because this is a treble hook now.
It's a baby small.
Yeah, he's just a little guy, ain't he? Calm down, bro. This is the scariest part about messing with trout sometimes is trebles can be dangerous. Alright, there you guys go.
Take it all for what it is.
You need to air it up.
We'll see. I don't know. Let's give them a chance. We did a full turn. We do need to put more air in there. Yeah, it's dragging hard, you know. Okay, let's see. Just make sure there's no sticks here. I'll poke the boat.
Don't poke the boat no more, or you won't float no more.
Yeah, no boat float.
No boat float.
This a rolly backpack anthem, like damn, awkward was hard. This is my real ones, Kit Kat's whole bar. This is my best friends, who are falling in love. Hope your heart's ready for the best yet to come. This from my couch surfing king. Baby, what's up? I wrote you a song. You better throw this thing on.
Take it all for what it is.
Kill it.
All so big. Take it all for what it is.
Just to get you on here without getting wet.
All so big.
Alright, you guys, that's the video. Unfortunately, shortly after that, my camera had died. I did get my youngest out there with my wife for the last voyage. We all kind of got out there, had a blast. Even though my son and I on our voyage didn't catch anything, I mean, just being out there on the water, cruising around, totally relaxing. Happy I did this. So glad I'm able to get out on the water and spend some quality time with my wife and each kid personally, which is kind of cool and a unique experience, especially when it comes down to fishing. Normally we're on the shoreline and dealing with each other the entire time. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching that as much as we did shooting that. And until next time, God bless and keep fishing.